behind you. Smart. Go. Yeah. Topics, you acting like you know what you're doing over here?
I'm trying, dude. I watch a lot of YouTube videos.
Yeah? Alright, well, we're making one, so don't mess it up.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah. 3 out of 4 ain't bad.
3 out of 4.
Good choice. And how's that going? Right. Yeah. This thing is beat pretty bad, dude. You piece of crap. Starter died on it. Let's get help from the boys, getting some pump starts. Thanks, guys. So, circle back and get my bags. Thanks for the ride, bud. Or the bump. I mean, not the ride. Hop in. All right, hold this.
Got it.
Already on their way. No way, dude. It's never gonna make that. You gotta get the ramps out. So, this is our little container park. There's what, like 18 of them here. I was the first one. I got one when I moved back to California. Got this big tall boy green one that's 40 feet deep. Jimmy put these tire racks in for us. And we got all these spare parts down here. I actually meant to see if I have a spare clutch because my clutch is going bad. Looks like I got one, but it is very used. So I'm gonna have to get a fresh one. But yeah, spare tire frames, fluids, got all our valve link fluids and everything else. But yeah, this thing. Oh, we got another pusher. Another pusher. But yeah, this 240 has been through a lot. I've had this car since 2000 and when did I get this car? 2009? 2009.
White car?
This was the white car. Yeah.
Lemons car?
We took it to 24 Hours of Lemons. We had a satellite dish screwed into the trunk, and this thing was it was fun. It was a little bit of a ripper. The roll cage is super old school style. It's not too bad, but it you know, kind of hits you in the head. I gotta lower the seat or something, try and get you know, a little better fitment on this thing. But yeah, I built this little aluminum bulkhead set up in the back to try and get the smoke out of it, but it don't work. It don't work for crap. So smoke still gets in. I don't even know from where, but the whole setup got redone. It was running on the same stock engine for 8 years, something like that. And the motor finally let go, basically because the water line burst on it. But so now it is fully rebuilt. Well, not rebuilt, but that engine is actually Matt Power's old competition FD motor from 2009 as well. It makes about 300 wheel with a Garrett GTX turbo. I got to get a bigger one. That one's actually way too small for it. I thought it was going to be good, but it's not. It's way too small. And yeah, this motor's old school. It's got some radium parts on there. It's got a Wiring Specialties wire harness and an old Apex ECU, but it gets the job done. Yeah, but otherwise, this thing is, you know, tried and true. Got the same Recaro seats, Takata harnesses as the other cars. Very, very basic switch panel and chassis wiring. It's a little bit of a mess down there. Don't worry about that. But yeah, it's a dated chassis, dated parts. So I really want to get it, you know, like a nice little rebuild and get some Part Shop Max parts on there, and really update the suspension and maybe update the seats. You know, get the halo seats. I'm a little safer, especially since we're going real fast out here now. But you know, the fenders are kind of cracking up a bit. And, you know, the whole thing needs a little bit of love. But hopefully we get, you know, be able to spend some time on it here in the next couple weeks, months, this off season, while you know, winter kind of takes over before I come out again and get this thing cleaned up. So we're ready to rip. But yeah, love this car. This thing's a classic.
Quick, hit the gym!
Okay. Hold this. No, forget. The hood pins. Yeah, apparently the gas gets priority around here. Ugh.
Can't sit here.
Yeah, can't sit. Seats taken. But we got about 95 tires on this thing. Freaking loaded up. Car number 2 heading into Container Town.
Stick them in tight.
Put them back in the hibernation. Oh my God, they're all in here too. Watch your back. You got a splitty boy right behind you. Sparky boy.
You want to try that?
Oh, just that? Is that all you're doing?
You said you didn't want ramp.
That's how I do it in my truck. Oh, look at that pocket action. Probably just spill back in the drum.
Oh, we're not deep enough.
Oh, I moved those tires and everything. So, out here at Clubloose, we have my original tow rig. This 2004 Dodge Ram, I actually bought brand new and built to take out to, well, I didn't build it to take out to, I'm sorry. I bought it to drive out to California for my very first time when I moved out to California in 2004, right before, I'm sorry, 2003, right before the start of the FD season. So I got this rig and, you know, bought myself a little open car trailer, put my brand new Z on the back and hit the, you know, highway going west because, you know, I wanted something that was gonna be strong and reliable because I was basically moving across the country and I needed something that was gonna get me to events. I had no idea what was gonna happen. FD didn't even exist at this time, so I thought I was gonna be driving myself around to a lot of events. And so this thing was brand new, Dodge Ram diesel, 2500, crew cab, 4-door, just like really, really nice to be able to fit all my stuff and be able to drive around, have a reliable rig to get out to these events. And you know, I played around with it in the past. I threw some old Bilsteins on at one point. I had some spring spacers on there at one point, but you know, what I want to do is after I, you know, had it out there and it wasn't my everyday tow rig, actually it was my everyday tow rig, I take that back. I was driving this thing as a daily, but then also, you know, had it, my trailer and I was using it to get out to and from the tracks. But what I meant to say was it was not my FD setup. We had the big trucks and trailers as the FD, you know, season came along. There was a couple companies that gave us, you know, the transport to the events, so I didn't have to use this to get around like I thought I did. So after that, I actually sent this thing back to the East Coast for a little bit because I didn't need it, didn't have the space for it out in California, and then came back around to 2007 when I had to trailer to all the rounds, and I took it back to California and I actually modified it to a dually. I made this thing a mega cab dually, and that thing was pulling a 48-foot trailer to all the FD rounds, and that was our little privateer season where we got second place, 2007. Pretty wild year, and you know, the old Dodge came back and helped me through that. And so then moving into 08, we got my big rig, and that was the new jam from then on. But after that, we actually packed this thing up yet again, sent it back out to the East Coast when I moved out to Maryland. And so I had this thing out here going to and from Clubloose all the time here at our amazing Clubloose track, going to and from Clubloose with my old Dodge, and had it going, you know, with my 240 on the back that we all just saw. And then so once I moved back to California again, left the rig out here, so I had wheels to get around when I am out on the East Coast visiting family and come out to Etown, and needed to make sure I had a setup that could get me to and from Clubloose whenever I needed a good tow. So now moving into this year, what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna, you know, give this thing a little refresh. It's been a minute. We did the flares and the bumpers. I built all that out in California, give it a little bit of a slick look. But you know, it needs a little bit of a tune-up, and you know, I can't leave anything alone. So we actually got a new suspension kit coming in from Icon Vehicle Dynamics, and we're gonna clean all this crap up, get rid of these old springs, get rid of these old shocks, and get this thing actually tuned up and tightened right, you know, because it deserves it. I mean, look at this. It's got a DA logo burned into the hood. It's been on there so long. So yeah, peel that off and it was ghosted in. I was like, kind of like that. So, but yeah, so we got some new stuff coming. Get this thing cleaned up, and yeah, looking forward to seeing this thing with some fresh gear under the wheels. And look at some new wheels and tires while we're at it. Old paper mache project's looking pretty solid. You need some paste?